Would you like to be able to turn on your creativity at will? Sure you would, because if you could, then whenever you need to solve a problem, find a solution, produce something, you would be able to do it much more easily. You know, I'm a writer and I work with a lot of writers and aspiring authors. And some of them tell me that they have trouble accessing their creativity. And because of that, they're not productive at all, right? Because if they don't feel they're creative, they're stuck with their project. But you could be stuck with a business-related project, a proposal, how to fix your car, how to find the money to paint your house. There are all kinds of things that we need our creativity for so that we can move forward and achieve our goals. But I want to talk about creativity and how to actually turn it on today. And the reason I've been thinking about this is because I'm getting ready to launch my new book, Creative Visualization for Writers. It's an awesome I don't know how to do this, interactive journal for you to use. And it's for writers, Creative Visualization for Writers. Really, anyone could use any of these exercises. And that's why today I want to talk about a few of the creativity exercises that are in this book. So let's say that you feel stuck, you don't feel creative, you feel like you're having a really hard time getting your work done because you just can't tap into that place in you that has all the good ideas. So what can you do? One of the things you can do, especially if you work in an office building, like if you have a cubicle, is to actually sit outside the box. Sit outside your box of an office. Now, if you work at home and you have a door, you know, your room is probably a bit box-like too. So just think about that. And about this, there was a study that was done that showed that people who took their work outside the box were more creative. And I mean literally outside the box. Some of them sat in the box and some of them sat outside the box. And those who were outside the box were more creative. So if you work at home, maybe what you want to do is close the door to your office and sit outside. Sit with your back up against the door, or just move outside the box. If you work in a cubicle, then maybe you can go stand in the hallway or somewhere else outside your box, outside your cubicle. But basically the idea is to go somewhere else. I mean, they literally were talking about a box. But if you feel boxed in where you work, then find somewhere else to go. Go to a coffee shop, go out on your deck, go out in nature, sit in your living room, go to the break room, go to the library. Anywhere that is outside your normal working area, and see if that doesn't turn on your creativity and help you get in the flow. The next thing to do is to work when you're sleepy. Yes, sleepy. Now, I'm a high performance coach, and I usually tell people that they need to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and that's going to help them be more creative and more productive. But there are studies that show that we actually are more creative when we're sleepy. Some people say we're also more creative if we have a little bit of alcohol, but I don't like to promote that. So let's just talk about being a little sleepy. So let's say it's late in the day and you're starting to get a little drowsy after lunch, right? And you feel like you can't do good work. Now, normally I would say that's true, that you need to go meditate or take a power nap, and then you'll come back and be more creative. But studies show that our mind works differently when we're sleepy. We stop hanging on to those old ideas and the ways we've done it before, and we access new ones, new ideas, new ways to solve problems. And so it's at that moment when you feel kind of sleepy that maybe you want to pull out a pad of paper and do some brainstorming about your project and see whether you can't find some more creative ideas. This also relates to working in your not in your prime time. So some of us say we're morning people, and some of us say we're night people, right? We're the night owls. We like to work at night. And so we feel like if we need to do something like write a book or write a blog post or write a report for the boss or figure out anything, that we need to do it at our prime time. So if you're a morning person, you're going to say, I need to do that in the morning. I need to write in the morning. And if I'm busy on that morning, well, so it goes. I don't work on my book or whatever it is. The fact is that actually you might be more creative if you work at night. So if you're the morning person, work at night on a creative project. And if you're a night person, get up early and work on whatever it is you need to work on your creative project then. So don't be stuck in, oh, my morning got taken up and so now I just can't write today, or I can't do whatever it is today. That's an excuse. So stop having that excuse, okay? Just like I can't write because I'm too tired. Get rid of those excuses. These are times when you might be most creative. Okay, next. Instead of sitting up to work, instead of sitting up when you feel like you need to be most creative at your desk, I want you to recline. Now, why would I want you to do that, to lie down? Especially if you're sleepy, you might fall asleep. I want you to do it because studies show that when we work reclining, we're more creative. Wild, right? So take your laptop and lie on your bed with it. Prop it up so you can see it and lie on your bed. See if you're not more creative, or go sit on the comfy couch or chair and recline a bit. Now, also, you might find that since we sit so much, that standing up, like getting a standing desk, might help you be more creative as well. You might have more energy standing, or just activate, different parts of your brain because you're up and moving. So just try a different way of approaching your work in terms of your physical body. Lying down, standing up. See which one makes you more creative. Last, I want you to try taking on a creative project, a side project. So this is about finding something you want to do that may have nothing to do with your project. It could. But let's say you've always wanted to learn to play guitar or piano. So you take that on as a creative project, as a side project. Now, I can hear the complaints already. I don't have time as it is to get everything done. And one of the reasons that I'm not creative is because I'm overwhelmed and stressed out and I have too much to do. I hear you. Make a little bit of time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour for a creative project, for a side project, and see if you don't find yourself generating more ideas, more solutions. Seriously, give it a whirl. Whether it's skydiving or painting or singing or playing an instrument or something that you're passionate about, anything that you're passionate about, try it. Take it on as a side project and your creativity will flourish. So if you try all these things that I've talked about, not only will you be more creative, you're going to be more productive, because it's when we lack creativity that it takes us longer to produce our work, whatever that is. And so I want you to try these and see whether you don't create more inspired results because you're tapping into your creativity in new ways. I'm Nina Amir. I'm the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I'm also the author of the new book, Creative Visualization for Writers, although I recommend it for anyone. And I am an author coach, and I am an author trainer, and I am also one of 300 elite certified high performance coaches in the world. I would love to help you combine your passion with your purpose so that you get inspired and take inspired action. I want you to achieve more inspired results in your life and in your work and in your relationships and in your health and everywhere. I want to help you achieve your potential and fulfill your purpose. So if I can help you in any way, if I can serve you, please go on over to ninaamir.com. Check me out. Send me an email at nina@ninaamir.com. If you're interested in high performance coaching, please go to ninaamir.com/free session, and you will be able to get an application for a free high performance strategy session. And if you're interested in writing, then email me at nina@ninaamir.com, and we'll set up a time for a quick 15-minute chat to strategize how I might be able to help you achieve your goal of becoming an author. And until then, go out and achieve more inspired results.